Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. I can turn my video off. Hello, 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 hello. All right. Naya saying probably would have to keep the interpreter tile on even though video is off. That takes up space. Um, we are going to quickly figure something out. I am here just trying to figure out an experiment with all the technical stuff. StreamYard, this is all very new. It's a new platform we're operating on. So we're just going to see how this proceeds. Um, I think we're just going to move on. And yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. Just wanted to start with some introductions before we proceed with this community care in action. So my name is Naima. This is my sign name. And tonight we have a special guest. But before we proceed, I just wanted to provide my pronouns. My pronouns are she, hers. I'm a pre-licensed therapist. I'm the founder of Deafblind Mental Health Hub. And we do have visual descriptions. I have a black shirt with pictures of Black deaf individuals, one with a Baha, one with a cochlear implant, one with a hearing aid, and another person without any hearing devices. And the text says, excuse me, your life matters. And it's an old design, a design that I developed with my brother who is deaf. Before I proceed, just wanted to thank the interpreters and the interpreter that showed up tonight. We have other interpreters who have signed up, so just wanted to give thanks to the community and everyone chipping in to this call of action to provide accessible care to all signers, deaf, hard of hearing individuals, and the hearing community as well. So we will be transparent. We are new to this platform. We're going to see how it works. We're going to test it. So bear with us. And they're saying, you got this, Naima. And so now I will kick it off to Neha, who will lead today's session. Hello, everybody, community members. Good evening. My name is Neha, also known as Portraits. I have a portrait business. I'm a photographer, and formerly based in DC. I just recently moved. I'm sorry, I just moved to Chicago, not DC. And yeah, residing in Chicago, I'm just here to share and connect and be a place of resource and maybe providing a visual description. Yes, my pronouns are she, her, hers. I have a brown sweater. It's a long sleeve sweater. I have black hair. I have LGBTQ bracelets with various colors, predominantly white, a white bracelet with various colors. I have a plant in my corner behind me. It's a white wall. We have some art to my right. And yeah, beautiful. Now I'm here. I would like to add, I forgot to add other details as well. I have earrings, I have curly hair, I have glasses, brown hair. I'm sitting on a pink chair, got a plain colored wall. You may see my table depending on platform or mobile user, but welcome to the community. This is a live series. We'll be streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and the goal is to value community care, especially during times that we are experiencing at the moment. There's a lot of events that are political, social, environmental, emotional, and it's a time to provide advocacy on mental health, a place of sharing, to provide tips, wellness tips. And it doesn't have to be a place where you have to show up perfect. You can just show up and be yourself. And we're going to provide examples of what community truly looks like when people get together. And they are saying, beautifully said. Yes. So thank you all for being here today. So really, as I mentioned, this is something that we truly value for the community, and it's about getting together and taking a pause from our everyday life and opening up, learning about different perspectives, Here, the goal is not to judge, not to try to go tit for tat. We all come with our own unique knowledge and we all have something to offer in this space. So I'm very grateful to have Naya join with her amazing knowledge, her wisdom regarding, especially regarding photography. So, um, everyone has their own way of navigating with their journey in life. So, Naya, if you can take it away, the floor is yours. Thank you very much, Naima. You have created such a beautiful space for us to come together, to connect, to interact. So just thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. Um, my name is Naya. This is my sign name. Born and raised in Ohio. Moved to DC for college. I went to Gallaudet University. Did that for a 10-year stint, and then I moved to Chicago with my partner. And why photography? It's just consumed my entire life, especially with travel, sunset, sunrise, flowers, plants, cute stuff, but never really thought of photographing people. So in COVID, when we were all impacted, and my screen has froze. You got me? You see me? No, yeah, it was a brief freeze. I can rewind. During COVID, it was a very rough time for us all, and was very disgruntled. My dad was the first person to encourage me and say, "Hey, why don't you go back to photography?" Because during my time in university, I kind of put it to the side. I didn't really focus on photography when I was in Gallaudet. My dad was the first person to say, "Hey, why don't you pick up the camera again?" And I just started taking more photos. I started to really give it some effort, and July will be my 6th year of me. Yeah, cheers to me. So I would like to share, I know with now being such a tough time, um, I'm aware that, sometimes we can consume so much information about such horrendous events that are happening around us. For example, genocide and the Congos, ICE, so many political social events that are overlapping, that are happening simultaneously. They're influencing other, they're becoming factors in other problems and events. So there's so many people that are impacted in various ways. And now there's such easy access to social media. Um, I mean, prior to, we often think, back in the day, people had so much energy. Probably it's because they didn't have 24/7 access to other people's information, the news, social media. So, with that level of access in today's society, it comes with so much emotions. It produces so many feelings on how we can unpack, how do you internalize your feelings, maybe not move on, but just more so process and navigate through our daily lives, quote unquote. So, it can be a lot, it can be overwhelming. So just wanted to share what I have been doing personally for the most part. I know with the day of Instagram and scrolling, we see a lot of activist photos and posts where you see these photos and posts where you get the point of view of the photographer who's capturing these photos. So it's really interesting, and um, we just had a quick hiccup. We can rewind a bit. What you were deciding what to do with the photos. Yes. So, all these activist photos, all these events, I wanted to create a digital collage more so on Canva or Canvas and use that as my motivation, that fuel. So, that is something that I am working on. I'm currently working on that project, on that digital collage. But it really helped me and is helping me through grief. It's allowing me to address what's happening in today's world, but through a creative outlet. But I know that people have been responding to the news, and people respond differently to the information that's presented to them. It's not one size fits all or one experience. So some people need more breaks than others. Some people want to use this climate, this political environmental climate to create and um, kind of curate art. So I invite everyone to take that break and find a way to channel that creative outlet through unpacking and finding ways to be creative. Even if it takes like a quote unquote, let's say a weekly photo dump. You know how with the photos you take, let's say in the span of a month, you'll do like a January photo dump or a February photo dump. It's kind of similar to this approach where the challenge could be every week, whatever photos you take or whatever photos you see, content that inspires you, what you feel like is activism in your perspective. What does peace look like to you? What emotions do you have, or what were the emotions that you experienced that day, that week, that moment when you are consuming this content? And you can channel that creatively. So having that weekly photo dump, what you can do is you can literally dump that photo dump in a Google Drive, in a shared folder, and it's an act of dumping or releasing. I don't know if people are interested in that. If you have any content that you end up creating, please, we can connect. I can share some links to that Google Drive folder and we can share each other's work. And later down the road, if there's enough photos and enough content, we can kind of quote unquote host like an online community gallery show, just throwing things out, getting a read. Community, how are we feeling? If it's something that we're interested in, just taking a temperature check. And Naeem is saying, I love that concept. To pause, I will say I apologize. I clicked go live on Instagram, so people are just joining now. And I'm like, oh, so technical difficulties. If you can just give a brief synopsis, I am so, so sorry. And people will have a chance to watch it all over again through StreamYard. But, this is all new. This is the first time we're using this platform, StreamYard. So we are still learning. And they are saying, no worries. We are in this together. All good. Um, yeah, I don't, how can I summarize? Yeah, maybe just start from the top. From the very tip top. Um, the point I was making is I would like to offer um, something that has been helping me navigate through this hard time, where we are currently consuming so much information on social media through scrolling, especially with all the horrendous stuff that's happening currently in our environment, in our world. We have the Sudan, Congo, ICE in America. So there is a lot of overwhelming conflict that is overlapping. And what I have been doing is I've been saving photos that I come across regarding activism, human rights, and what does that look to me. I save it, and then I am currently making a digital collage on Canva. So it's one idea for people to kind of take in if they would like to unpack themselves, their emotions creatively. They can channel that. And I invite the community to do something like a weekly photo dump, quote unquote. I say quote unquote dump is it's because people can collect photos or capture photos that inspire them um, from their perspective and what their perspective on activism is. What is peace to you? What does that mean to you? And it can be basic items that you find around the house. But um, we stopped that around the house, a little technical difficulty. Yeah, things around the house or just a cute walk around your neighborhood if it's safe, or if you want to, channel uh, yourself more creatively, you can go to your local city, your downtown area. Please travel safely and, go with somebody if need be, or share your location when you're out and about, just as long as you communicate your whereabouts. But it's a great way to kind of capture the world in your lens. You can find different things that really channel your emotions. Um, so I offer that to the community, a digital photo dump, and with that weekly photo dump, we can all put those projects or created content into a shared photo drive or Google Drive, and hopefully, with enough participation, we can host an online digital gallery, like an art gallery, quote unquote, for the community. We can share each other's work. We can have this viewing of people's photos and work that they created. And I would love to put those two things together. So if anyone wants to reach out with resources, just DM me. And it's very a great outlet, channeling your emotions through photography. because nowadays we have phones that have the ability to take photos. Prior to, it would be outlets of media that would expose you to the images and content that you consume, whether it's positive or that sparks motivation. Because having the community to go through certain times together where we all see so much, it's nice to capture that and kind of motivate each other to come together, express our emotions through creative outlets such as photography. So I think it truly shows different levels of art and how we can use art through times like this. Mayor here, yeah, if you aren't fond of technology and you just that's the last thing you want to touch, fair game. If you want to grab newspaper articles or magazines, any text, even older text like historical text, because apparently history repeats itself. Nothing is new under the sun. And at this point, you can use whatever medium you prefer. So whatever texture, you can use digital, cutout, um, collages, whatever suits you. And not even saying, it can even be basic photos that you capture in your house, just capturing the news that you're seeing on your TV and just capturing a picture of it on the TV running in your living room. Maybe if you don't have a camera, use another device, just something. There's so many ways to channel your creativity. And it doesn't have to be a professional camera. You don't have to have a backdrop or a studio. It's just you can create a space and an environment where you feel that is authentic to share your work. Yeah. And the photos, please keep it G rated, PG rated. You want to make sure that it's appropriate for all ages and all communities to interact with. So let's be mindful of that for community exposure. And if you have any emotions, you can picture yourself signing words that you truly are feeling in that moment. And it can be a different version of expression where it can be simply just signing what you're saying and capturing that in that moment through photo. you know it's even if you have no expression or if you have a smile on your face, it's various ways that you can be creative with photo taking. And hopefully, with Naya, we can connect as a community and we can discover, what do we feel, what do we see in our own eyes, or what lenses do we view the world in. There will be a link in our bio. There's a link tree for all the weekly photo dumps that we will be creating. You can upload it, it's a shared drive. It can be selfies, it can be environment, landscape, but we will also send reminders out for weekly reminders. Also pay attention under DMHH Resource Library. We have a website where we will be uploading content as well. And if you ever feel like you need access or if you have any questions, send a DM, reach out. It will be on our bios as well. So all the information will be accessible, and we really look forward to how all this beautiful work will turn out. And thank you, and thanks to the community for inviting me. And I'm going to ask the community if there's any questions. Let's get a pulse out. Let's check the vibes. Yeah, we vibing? How we feeling? Right now, I do see Instagram comments loading. I see people joining. Yeah. Hey, community. Just to let you know, I don't see anybody. I don't see the Instagram feed, so it's not like a live chat. Yeah, I got two screens going on where I can see that participation is low because if we collab, it would bring more people because we have two separate platforms, but then we're pulling people from Instagram to StreamYard. So trying to figure out how those two platforms communicate across, yeah, this is all a part of the learning experience. We'll get it down packed. But we will definitely be editing videos. We will have content that will be captioned, accessible, and it will be placed in our library. Yeah, here, if you post it on your feed and you want to collab, please, by all means, yes, yes, for sure. Someone just said, this is so cool, what you guys are doing. Um, it's very emotional and very raw. So I'm curious, what is your goal, your end goal with this level of work? And Naya here, I don't know if you caught the last part, but my hope with the content that we create and these shared folders from Google Drive, the weekly photo dump. presentation, we would love to host a digital art gallery to present to our online community. We can invite everyone to take a look, to share their work, and to interact with each other, with people who have been participating with these weekly projects. Yeah. Also, think we have Nisne here. We have so many perspectives, especially even in the deaf community, deaf, hard hearing, deaf blind, the signing community at large. I would love for us to learn from each other, to learn what we see and how we see the world, because we are living in a very, unfortunately, a very historical moment in time. So, I'm here. Yeah, perfect. We still have people coming in. All right, I think we are good to wrap here. We'll be back. Any final questions, any final comments, bring it on down. I think Instagram does have a little bit of a delay, so there's a buffer. All good. Let's see, is it time? Is it not time? We're just gonna wait it out. Let's see how this works out. All right, we are officially going to wrap. Thank you all for joining. It was a true pleasure. Naya saying, yes, thank you so much for watching. We currently have our next presenter coming up at 8:30. So right now we'll take a brief pause. Stay tuned and we will return at 8:30. Thank you. Thank you, Naya. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a great night. Love.